That's what we do here. That's what we do
That's
here.
what we do here.
Hi, guys. I'm Nick.
And I'm Eli.
And we're watching the Flash trailer.
And we're nothing of note.
And we're nothing of note.
Yes.
And we're watching the Flash trailer.
And we're watching the Flash trailer.
Sorry, I got distracted by those gorgeous eyes.
And we're watching the Flash trailer.
And we're watching the Flash trailer. Have some qualms about this.
It's a zoomy guy just being a zoomy guy.
Just
it's fine.
Just from the
He's just a little zoomer.
Just from the what's that called? Thumbnail.
Yeah.
That thing. Yeah. I have some questions. I'm confused.
Do we want to jump into it and watch it?
We'll watch it and then I'll talk about it because
Okay.
maybe my questions will be answered. Maybe there's like a
Okay, let's watch.
Let's watch it. He's just a little zoomy guy zooming. He's just a zoomy guy. He's just a zoomy boy. He's a zoomy boy. He's just a zoomy boy. He wants zoom. He wants zoom. And that's how the video starts. He's just a zoomy boy. Oh man.
Tell me something. You can
Okay,
go anywhere.
so it is Ezra Miller.
Another timeline. Another universe. So why do you want to stay and fight to save this one?
DC does what DC does best. When everything sucks, there's a different
This is the
timeline.
world where my mom lives. I'm not gonna lose her again.
Okay, so they're doing Flashpoint.
Yeah.
Well, at least that's never been done before.
Time has a pattern that it can't help reliving. Different people, different worlds, drawn to each other like magnets.
We kind of screwed up some stuff in the timeline. How do we fix it? Flashpoint.
My face.
My
Stole
face.
my face.
My face.
You just assumed
My face.
If you were to go into the past, you have no idea what the consequences could be.
Bruce, I could fix things.
You could also destroy everything.
This can't be happening. I completely broke the universe.
Good job.
Sorry. We've been waiting for you.
Done.
I created a world with no metahumans,
Oh, that's good.
and now there's no one to defend us.
Want some help?
From what? The humans that aren't there?
Right. Which Batman?
Oh. You're...
He can't turn his head.
You are.
Yeah,
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
If I can't undo what I did, if I can't get back, there might not be a future.
Was that who it was?
What's the play? Batman, what do we do? We try not to die.
It's not Clark.
My name is Kara.
Okay.
I'm We're Barry. Barry, what are you doing? Our kids are gonna want to see this.
The size. So,
James Gunn is directing this, right? Can we confirm that real quick?
let's confirm that.
Oh, it's not. Nope. Andres Muschietti.
But no,
Oh, right, but he's like the
is he the
Kevin Feige to
right?
yeah.
Is he overseeing this project? Is he executive producer? That's the credit
right.
I care about.
Yeah, executive producer.
Okay,
All right.
so
So what I was gonna say, I thought James Gunn was a part of this, but even still,
He is still attached to it,
and DC,
regardless of whether or not.
you got rid of Henry Cavill, who was a really good Superman, one of the only DC movies that I've liked, and it wasn't great. Of the newer ones, I mean.
Okay.
I like.
But you haven't seen Shazam.
That's true. I haven't seen.
I haven't seen anything really past Shazam.
Black Adam was so bad. Batman versus Superman.
Okay, so
Yeah, I don't even know where to start.
So here's the thing.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Because I have so many thoughts, and none of them are nice.
So I was very surprised to find out that this movie was happening.
Yeah.
Like recently.
I wasn't surprised if it was happening.
Right.
So much as.
And I was like, well, why are they doing that? And the answer I was basically given was, oh yeah, they're using this to reset the world. And I'm like, all right, why not just start the world over again and you just explain it as this is what happened. You don't have to have a movie to do it necessarily. If you want a clean slate, take the clean slate.
And we've seen Flashpoint. I'm so over it. The same thing happened in the show The Flash, which I am up to date with for some reason. I don't know why I hate
You're
myself.
still watching The Flash? Oh,
because I actually loved the first season of that show. Was amazing.
I liked the first so 2 or 3 seasons.
Oh, it's so bad now. And I honestly watch it because I'm like, how can it get worse? And then it does. I don't know how your show somehow gets more successful and then your CGI gets worse, but that happened. But anyway, why is Ezra Miller still here?
That's
you
the
get
thing.
Rid
is
of Cavill and you keep Miller.
Well, I have a different the Cavill thing. Whatever.
I guess I don't know why
I
they
don't
got rid
care
of
about
Cavill.
that.
I don't necessarily care a lot about it. I'm saying that's who you got rid of and this is who you kept is more the point I'm trying to make. Like you get rid of him but you keep him.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, unless
I think the Cavill thing is a separate issue.
Yeah.
I don't really care about that, honestly. That's not a big deal for me.
Well, I will say this too. One of the reasons I'm bringing it up.
I care more about that Ezra Miller stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I do too. I'm trying to just make the point of you kept him and got rid of him. That's crazy. But also with Henry Cavill is that DC brought basically Cavill back as Superman and The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, was actually a big part of that apparently. He said he wasn't going to do the Black Adam movie unless they brought Cavill back. And then James Gunn took over and was like, nah, just kidding. We're not going to have him back. So he's in the end credit scene of Black Adam.
Right. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah. And then you have Ezra Miller, who literally has gotten all of these. And they're not even allegations at this point, right? He was arrested.
There's allegations, there's arresting, there's restraining orders, there's
there's
a laundry list for...
It's
he
not
was on the run at one point in the past year.
Yeah.
I'm
not watching this movie.
That's what. Yes, okay. We're saying the same. We're not gonna watch the movie. I am interested to see what James Gunn does after this point. I'm surprised.
not impressed with him right now.
Well, right, but his involvement with this, he isn't
the executive producer of this.
He might have his hands tied behind his back.
That's true.
It might be hey, we're pushing this movie through. After that, you can have the reins with it. This is your clean slate. Because he didn't direct it, he didn't executive produce it.
And though he is the Feige of the DC universe, he doesn't have the status of Feige to be able to, I think, Feige could walk in, even though he wasn't a part of it initially, have been shut it down.
Yeah.
He maybe can't do that.
I don't know. I mean, you have movies like Batwoman that got completely filmed, most of the way done.
Yeah,
and then
crazy.
They scrapped it. Why not do that with it? Why are they pushing through?
Yeah.
And even if people are excited, I'm excited with the rebirth of the DC universe. I'm all right, cool. I hope we get some cool stories from these characters. I want to see that. I'm not excited whenever you start out like this.
Yeah, exactly. And so I'll say I've said what I've wanted to say about that side of my issues with this. Mm-hmm. Now going just purely from just watching the trailer and not taking any of that account, just the trailer itself. The Flashpoint has been done so many times, and it's it's this reset. Mm-hmm. It's throw in
Also,
Batman. What's his name? Michael
Keaton.
DC tries too hard to do stuff like that to get people to like it. It's just like I'm not excited about it because this is gonna be a crappy movie.
They're like, oh, Spider-Man did really good.
Yeah, exactly.
They got all of the old Spider-Mans.
Yeah.
No.
And I think I don't know if we've ever talked about this on camera, but I know we've had these conversations in the past, just one-on-one. Is that it's like, DC, if you want to be what Marvel is, stop trying to be what Marvel is right now, because Marvel didn't become Marvel. Like, Marvel wasn't built in a day.
Right.
They started with Iron Man, and like they did the build to get to where they are. And I think DC is like wants so badly to have that now. So then they have a Wonder Woman movie, but it's got like Aquaman in it, and they do a Batman versus Superman movie to introduce both. Like, you have to do.
Right.
I know you don't want to necessarily do origin stories too much, but at the same time, like, pick some characters that you haven't seen before, maybe, and start there. And build from that, and like give us new characters we've never seen. Like, yeah, they just try too hard. I'm getting nods and approval from Mando behind the screen.
So yes, DC can't be what Marvel is now.
Right.
A lot of Marvel fans right now are upset that Marvel isn't how it used to be, so they need to capitalize on that.
Yeah.
DC needs to start putting in that groundwork, and there's a lot of people that I think want to be DC fans for like the movies and stuff.
I want to be a DC fan.
Yeah, exactly. And that like they like the comic books. Yes, I feel like DC has always relied a little heavier on its heavy hitters than Marvel has. Mm-hmm. Marvel has, in my opinion, had a little bit more diverse of a group of characters throughout. You've got like the X-Men who have so many members. They have relied on their heavy hitters in the past, but Marvel had to go away from those for Iron Man and for those other movies. Mm-hmm. But those other characters, those B-list characters, still are solid characters in the comic books. Mm-hmm. And I mean, we have that in DC. It's just because they keep focusing on your big three plus a couple extras occasionally. You don't get that.
Yeah, and there's something to be said about so much appreciation of like when Spider-Man got brought in to the MCU, which I know there were other issues with that. Maybe they would have done it earlier if they had rights to him. I don't know.
Oh, they definitely would have done it earlier.
But I'm so glad that they didn't, because I'm such a Spider-Man fanboy. Words, jeez. Mm-hmm. I'm a huge Spider-Man fanboy, like hardcore. But it's also because I grew up with the Sam Raimi films. Like, that was a big part of it. Yeah. But I just remember watching Civil War, and when I knew that Spider-Man was going to be in it, I was just like, I will love this movie more than any Marvel movie I have seen yet. And I did. At the time. Like, yeah. Now, Spider-Man...
If you have to wait for your big heroes, then it's going to mean more when they show up.
Yeah, exactly. But DC, you get no appreciation because they just try and bring in all these characters at once. And it's so hard to share screen time anyway. I think that's all I can say. I realize this is the trailer, but man, we've talked a lot.
Well, I mean, this is our chance to talk about it, because we're not going to talk about a DC thing for a little while. Yeah. So this is why we don't watch DC right now. There are some DC movies that have came out in the past that I haven't watched yet that I do eventually want to watch.
Don't watch Black Adam.
I do want to watch like the new Suicide Squad. Haven't seen that.
That's really good.
I want to. There's stuff I want to watch. The Peacemaker, I've heard that's good too. Yeah, I want to watch that stuff eventually. Yeah, but like, I just haven't cared about DC, and this does not help the case.
And even that's all I say.
This is actually there's another DC trailer we're gonna be watching today that actually has me more excited. Yeah. So
cool. Well, thanks for watching.
Did you have some?
No, I'm just.
He's trying to get me to look at the camera.
To look here.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, do you?
No.
Raising your hand in the back. Oh, okay.
At one point he did that, and I looked over there, and he nodded, and I was like, oh, I'm not looking at the camera. I bet, because I do want to look at Mano.
Right me in the eyes. Yeah. I was just like, over here.
But anyway.
Yeah.
As always, thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell, and if you're liking what you see, come on, subscribe. Come hang out with us Zoomy boys.
In Discord.
Come and talk to the Zoomy boys.
They just Zoomy boys.
Zoomy boys.
Zoomy boys.
Oh no. You were talking
think,
about.
just think.
Yeah, no. I'm sure. I'm going back to what you were talking about. You were talking about.
That they need to take
sorry.
no-name
Yeah,
characters.
Yeah,
or-
no,
no,
not the no get.
Okay,
Shut up! Shut up!
You asked me what I was talking about earlier. I'm just a zoomy boy.